I'm Deborah Johnson, school psychologist with the San Luis Obispo County Office of Education. Today I'd like to talk to you about a concept known as tapping. This is also known as EFT, or emotional freedom techniques. Tapping is a derivative of acupuncture, except instead of using needles, you're using the pads of your fingers to apply pressure of tapping to certain parts of your body or meridians in a specified sequence. And in doing this, the experts feel that you can communicate directly to the amygdala and halt the response of the amygdala during times of stress, being that fight or flight response, and instead moving your body into a more calm, relaxed state. So I have to disclose that I am not an expert in this field. This is not my area of specialization, but it is an area of interest, and I have tried these techniques in the past, and I found them to be beneficial and fun. So I'm hoping you enjoy this as well. So the first thing I'd like to do is show you the sequence of tapping, and it's a modified sequence. We're going to focus on our upper torso, and then I'm going to demonstrate what it actually looks like when you add verbal affirmations or verbal behavior. Saying out loud what your goal is or what your intent is can be a very powerful way of implanting suggestions for yourself, and by encouraging yourself to move forward with these suggestions. So the three areas that you want to address when you're doing these verbal affirmations is first to be very specific and identify the area of anxiety, what's making you nervous or fearful. The next step would be to make a statement that you are fully honoring and accepting this feeling. There's no harsh judgment against yourself having this feeling. It's a complete validation of that feeling. And then offering yourself an invitation to relax, willing your body to relax in that moment. And so again, we'll get to the demonstration in just a second. First, I want to show you the simple technique or simple sequence we're going to use. So we'll start with the sides of our hands. They call this the karate chop. It's the meat of the hand what you would use if you gave someone a good karate wallop, okay? And so you're going to tap there with like 2 or 3 fingers, and you can do either side of the body, whatever you prefer. And then the next step would be to tap between your brows, and ideally you're tapping very close to the base of one of your brows. And again, it doesn't matter which one, you can go either side. And then pull your hand across the brow of your bone to right in the middle of your eye, right there at the base of that bone, and lightly tap there. And then pull your hand to the front and bottom of your eye and directly try to align with the pupil if you were looking straight ahead. You're going to tap lightly there. And then pull your hand down here to your upper lip and tap a few times there. About 3 or 4 times is fine. And then see this area where there's an indentation in your chin right below your lip. You're going to try to tap right on that spot. And then pull both your hands down to your collarbone, to your clavicle, and tap on both sides. You can kind of hear that vibrating and feel it. And then take your hands together and tap all 10 fingertips. Do this a few times. And then bring your hand to the top of your head and tap lightly right in the center top of your head. Now don't bang on your head. There's no pain involved here, just light tapping, okay? So that's the sequence. That's the modified sequence that we're going to be using. The next step is the demonstration. So again, I'm going to remind you, we're going to name the event that is creating stress or anxiety. We're going to have a statement in mind where we are fully accepting, respecting, recognizing that feeling as being legitimate. And then we're going to make a statement to invite ourselves to become more relaxed. Okay? So here's what this might look like. You start tapping. I'm really feeling stressed about returning to school after the pandemic. I'm worried about my health and my safety and the health and safety of others. I fully honor and respect this feeling that I'm having, and I invite myself to relax in this moment, despite my anxiety. I'm really worried about coming to school. I'm worried about my health and the health of my students. I fully accept and honor my feelings. I'm a human being. I invite my body to relax in this moment. I'm really experiencing stress. I'm very anxious about this. I accept those feelings fully, and I'm inviting my body to relax. And then after I do an exercise like this, I always like to end it with a couple cleansing breaths. So remember, that's when you're you're inhaling through the nose deeply, and then exhaling fully through the mouth, and doing that a couple times, feeling centered, and then moving on with my day. So I hope that this can be a helpful technique that you use, especially in those times when you're experiencing acute anxiety or overwhelming stress. Taking a moment to move through these tapping exercises and see if it's helpful. Try to do this in private. It looks a little silly in public. So until we meet again, take care of yourself, be well, be safe out there, and be good to each other. Thanks.